Good evening, Belize, and welcome to XTV's news broadcast for Tuesday, April 21, 2026. Making the headlines tonight, after 45 years, SSB says it's time to change how contributions are paid. Transport CEO counters allegations of operational challenges and affirms the NBC remains viable. And Central Bank working on instant payment system linking all platforms by 2028. We take a first break and return with the news in detail.
Get your body sculpted with gym equipment and accessories from Benny's. Quality and savings.
Altoona is one of the most visited Mayan city up until lately. The adjacent communities have collaborated together to see how they can get a space here that the wood carvers could actually market and sell their product. Not having the POS machine in the past, we have lost a lot of sales. Atlantic Bank helped supported our business, giving us the opportunity to get the POS machine. Now with the POS machine, we are able to do more sales, and that will, also bring more, finance to our families.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Belize wakes up connected to opportunity. And across our country, the work to keep Belize connected continues. SMART continues expanding our network across the country, bringing stronger coverage to more communities. With recent service enhancements in areas at Blue Creek and Progresso, Belize City, Orange Walk, and more on the way. We're bringing education closer to home, empowering entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, supporting industries that drive our economy, and keeping families connected wherever life takes them. With every expansion, we are investing in the infrastructure that moves Belize forward. Because connection isn't just about signal, it's about opportunity, progress, and the future we are building together. SMART, bringing people together.
Have a vision? We've got what you need. From idea to install, Brothers Habet, all your building needs under one roof.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing advises the public of ongoing works for the upgrading of the George Price Highway between La Democracia and Belnoran. A contract was signed for the civil works to reconstruct this segment of the highway, and the project is expected to be executed over the course of the next 3 years. The works include widening of the roadway, construction of passing lanes in industrial zones, traffic separation within village limits, scarification and improvement of the pavement and running surface, raising of the road in flood-prone areas, application of hot mix asphalt pavement, construction of major and minor intersections and a roundabout at the entrance to the George Price Boulevard, entry and exit points for the new hospital to be built, the construction of a bridge at Mount Pleasant Creek, and the provision of road safety furniture to modernize road infrastructure and improve user safety. Every great effort will be made to execute the works in a manner that minimizes road user inconvenience. But all road users should expect and plan for travel delays within active construction zones. Please, drive safely. Do not speed. Do not drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do not drive recklessly. Please be courteous, respect other road users, adhere to the direction of traffic safety personnel, and drive with due care and attention.
Belize, your voice is shaping our future. The Ministry of E-Governance is hosting National ID Project public consultations, and we're coming to you. Orange Walk, you're up first. Thursday, April 23rd at Central Park, 6 p.m. Come, learn, share, and help build a better ID system for all Belize. Then Belize City, it's your turn. Join us Friday, April 24th at the Biltmore Plaza at 5:30 p.m. Show up, speak up, because your voice matters in creating a smarter, more connected Belize.
Welcome back with your news. I am Drea Espinosa. The Social Security Board is proposing a change to contributions being calculated as a percentage of a worker's salary, with the rate remaining at 10%. It is also proposing to raise the contribution floor on insurable earnings from $55 to $130. This means that even if your salary is under $130, about 6,006 workers would contribute $13 per week, which SSB says will result in higher long-term benefits, pensions, sickness, etc. Because the current contribution model groups workers by bands despite different salaries, some are paying more than they would pay in the new percentage-based model, and some would pay less. The $520 ceiling on insurable earnings will remain unchanged. The SSB is also seeking feedback on how the split in the rate of contribution should be done between employer and employee. As things stand, employers pay the larger share, especially for low-income workers. Here is SSB CEO Jerome Palma, who presented comparisons between the current model and the proposed system.
If we take a look at three persons who are within the same band, which we do for this example, this is where the inequity comes in. Three persons, one at 220, one at 240, and one at 250, they all contribute at 240 earnings. Their benefit is also at 240 earnings. So sickness benefit, pension benefit, entitlement, everything is calculated at 240. They all pay the same amount, same benefit, all at 240. This is the current system that is in place. The proposal moves them from at 240 to their actual weekly salary, 220, 240, and 250. So depending on where people are at, immediately I think we can see that some persons, the contribution may go up, for others it may come down, because you're paying now 10% of actual salary. So it will impact everybody a bit differently. It will also mean, though, that you are now entitled to benefits based on those actual things. So somebody who was paying at 250, meant that they were contributing at 240. Now their benefit will be contribution at 250 and benefit at 250. That's what we're proposing. That's the shift that we're looking to make. Persons who are 520 or above, which is about 30% of our current active insured, it's still 520. It's not changing from the 520. So this doesn't have an impact on them, right? What will impact is obviously the split here, employee and employer rate. And again, we recognize where that impact may vary, and it would depend on your feedback, your guidance, and what the final split will be, right? Ideally, we'd want one split. Administrative is a lot easier to say, this is a split across the board. But we do recognize how the fund is set up, where at the lower bands, at the lower levels, the employer contribute more because that actually supports employees. So we do recognize we may still have 3-4 bands, depending on how we group it.
The SSB started 3 months of consultations countrywide in February. Their presentation with additional examples can be found on their website at socialsecurity.org.bz under events. In the past week, there have been reports of significant challenges in the operations of the incipient National Bus Company, NBC, which began operations in March. There have been reports of buses not showing up as scheduled, breakdowns, difficulty keeping up with the required maintenance of buses, and workers strike at a maintenance facility previously operated by Westline, now a part of the NBC. Today, Transport CEO Chester Williams said the NBC is facing teething issues, but remains viable as a company.
The NBC is a viable company, I can say to you. It is up and running. Like with every other bus company or any other vehicle, they do experience mechanical problems at times. Even a brand new vehicle from the garage, from the dealership, you drive down the road, it broke down, it happens. But I can say to you that the minister has been working diligently, and Minister Zabani is on the ground. And he approached this situation with a great degree of enthusiasm, want to make sure it succeeds as a CEO. I am there to support my minister. I believe it's the right thing to do. For the people of Belize, they do need a viable bus company. Yes, it is not where we want it to be, but with time it is getting there, and the minister is working diligently to get the national bus company where he wants it to be.
Did you all get ahead of yourselves, rush things, not ensure that certain aspects were in place, particularly the mechanical repair aspect and maintenance?
I don't know where this notion came from with NBC not having mechanics, because for the most part, the operators, when they're operating individually, they had mechanics. Those mechanics that were with them came on board to NBC, and so they operate under NBC as mechanics. So NBC do have mechanics, and whenever these issues arise with bus, the mechanics are there to remedy the issue and get the buses back on the road. It is not like the breaking down is out of control. It is not a case like that. The company is doing its best to make sure that it remains viable and make sure, importantly, that it gets the Belizean commuters on point A to point B.
But then how many breakdowns have there been?
I'm not sure how many breakdowns there have been, but like I said before, that once you drive a vehicle, there's always a potential that there's going to be some issue arising with the vehicle. The question is, how do we address them? I think that the National Bus Company has been responsive whenever they have issues with buses, in making sure that they address the issues as quickly as possible.
Belizeans on social media have rallied against the removal by news outlets of a surveillance video of a police officer seen physically assaulting both his stepson and his common-law wife. It appears the 8-year-old boy had picked up a baseball bat as the officer was assaulting his mother, prompting Philip Garbutt to punch the child to the head. As a result, the minor hits his head on a table. Garbutt still proceeds to slap him while his wife tries to intervene. After the child runs out of the frame, Garbutt punches the woman multiple times. While charges had been brought against Garbutt, the woman withdrew the assault charge against him on Monday. Calls have also been made for Garbutt to be prosecuted nonetheless. Authorities have confirmed that he will face disciplinary charges. During a press conference earlier today, the governor of the Central Bank of Belize, Kareem Michael, announced that the bank signed an agreement with Montran to introduce an instant payment system in the country. The new platform would link customers of current commercial banks and credit unions so they could transfer funds within seconds to other customers or merchants regardless of the bank or credit union they use. The new platform, scheduled to roll out in early 2028, would not require users to know the banking information of other users and would allow them to send funds to aliases using email addresses or telephone numbers. Matt Walsh, the global sales director at Montran, spoke about some of the new system key benefits.
And it's instant payments 24/7, 365 days a year, holidays, it doesn't matter, in the middle of the night. It's something that will really create this reliability and availability for the entire public of Belize. So again, a very important note here is that it's all the time, every day, all day. You don't have to wait for windows and different times of the day. This will be something that will always be up and running. simple and convenient to use, pay using simple options such as mobile numbers, QR codes, digital wallets. So instead of having to use your traditional bank account or bank details or have a banking relationship, it will be able to go out to people that don't have bank accounts and just have phones, for instance. So it'll be really trying to promote and the financial inclusion aspect, which is very important. Obviously, another important point is the safe and secure transactions. There will be a built-in fraud protection solution as part of this implementation. There will be, of course, a digital wallet for everyone, which will include a very easy sign-up for individuals, small businesses, merchants. And again, as I mentioned, you will not need any kind of traditional bank access, again, around the financial inclusion initiative. Another important point is it's a one connected payment experience. Digital wallets, banks, payment services are fully connected through one national system, making payments faster and easier. And again, trusted, reliable national platform powered by proven technology used around the world, ensuring reliability, stability, and confidence provided by Montran.
Michael compared the new payment system to the ones already in use. He also said that user fees have not yet been established.
Space is made up of different forms of payments, different providers. What the fast payments, instant payments system does, it lays out the backbone for all these different providers to talk. So wallets are a form of payment. When you do an online transfer, whether instant or electronic, if you've done one, you could have it immediate or you could have it another selection. This is a system that will integrate all of those to make each one, this is a big fancy word, interoperable with the other. That's all it is. So it's bringing together all of these different technologies, form of payments into one payments platform. Transaction value that will be required in the system. That's one. And as I mentioned in the previous remark, charges, we'll discuss charges as we get closer to implementation date, what the central bank will do with all participants.
After the break, Central Bank did not approve changes to savings accounts or monthly service fees. Stay with us.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you been in the kitchen.
Mama going back in there right now.
And the coffee maker?
Just to try to keep the coffee warm for later.
Where do you know?
I'll try to think more to eat.
You know the more you open or close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
This is a learning experience, and this event is all about you guys. Give it a chance. Maybe a competition you partake in sparks a passion in you never knew you had. I had no idea how much I love coding until I actually explored it. We need more girls in IT.
In Belize, analysis supported by UNICEF highlights that girls between 15 and 24 use computers less frequently than boys. Regardless of whether they live in urban or rural areas, regardless of their family situation, their economic situation, or even their level of education. This gap matters because digital access today determines opportunities for tomorrow.
Be Like a Girl was never just about technology. It was about creating a space where girls can see themselves differently, where they can realize they don't have to shrink to fit into spaces. They can grow and transform them, where they understand that they are not just users of technology, but creators, innovators, and leaders.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800-SPEAK-UP. 0800-773-2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
Town Called Freedom and Mars Production present an event you can't afford to miss.
It's the Belize Music World Festival, Saturday, April 25th, 2026.
At the spacious Marion Jones Stadium. This annual event is geared to give you the very best in music, food, and artistry.
The Belize Music World Festival.
Headlines with two of Reggae World's very best performers. The one and only Mr. Siggy himself.
Taurus Rock.
With the very first time in Belize, Reggae Prince of Reggae Royal Families,
Skip Marley.
I just wanna be close. With his band. And also featuring on this momentous event is Pen Cayetano with his band and Jay Cass with his band. Yes, Belize, it's a full-on band show. Also backing up this show is DJ Jago, DJ Console, DJ Cad, DJ Smurf, and Clark, and Rasen Charo. Firestarter Sound. It's all hosted by DJ Dollar. So mark the date and don't be late. April 25th. Gates open at 7 for showtime at 8 at the Marion Jones Stadium. Ticket prices on bleachers $41. General admission $61. VIP $151. For Ultra Boost $2,500. Also available. Cocktail tables for VIP area only. Sponsors are A Town Called Freedom, Mars Production, Monisco, Pelican, Travelers Liquor, BTV, Niche, Channel 5, Channel 7, Love FM, and Love TV, Trim Radio and TV, and Cellular World.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, after that, help you out right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Kareem Michael, the governor of the central bank, today clarified that the bank did not approve the changes regarding savings accounts implemented by Belize and Atlantic banks. Both banks automatically change excessively active savings accounts into checking accounts, making them ineligible to receive interest payments. Both banks are now charging monthly service fees of $1.50 and up to $2 in the case of Belize Bank. Michael said these fees overburden customers already dealing with an increasing cost of living.
The central bank was not involved in that decision. There was no approval sought for Atlantic Bank or any other bank to have done that. What I will say is that there are current powers under the central bank that only go as far as putting caps and floors on lending rates and also floors on savings deposits. Savings deposits have been specifically defined. That the latest round of revision was when we engaged the commercial banks roughly a year and a half, 2 years ago, when we wanted or intended to address fee-based income at the commercial banks. And it took a while for us to get at a middle position, a compromise position, which both parties were reasonably satisfied with. But as you rightly pointed out, there have been there have been more concerns by the public that there are more fees being applied, particularly when prices are going up. You're not making income on your savings, but the cost of living is certainly going up. This has not been off the table with the Bankers Association. We continue again to have respectful discussions on the matter of fees, and we're doing our part to assist banks that are entirely profit-driven with private interests. The central bank's objective is public interest. Is there a middle? Absolutely. And we're going to continue to work towards addressing some of these issues as best as we can.
Michael explained that pending legislation would allow consumers to report any perceived injustice in the banking sector.
We're going to also later on this year fully work on our financial consumer protection bill for matters such as this and any other where the depositor or the person accessing a service from a commercial bank may feel as if there is some injustice done. And of course, there's the Credit Union Act, there are Money Lenders Act, all these things which are all complementing what we're trying to do here in the digital space. I will give an indication up front that once fully implemented and the experiences or use cases around the world, there is the practice that you can eliminate certain charges for digital transactions or make it zero for a certain period of time to pursue financial inclusion objectives. So this is what we've been seeing around the world. The World Bank has numerous examples of where participation agreements, once the system is up and running, can say 0 cents on a digital transaction for a period of 6 months or a year or indefinitely. And that is certainly something we will consider and will engage with commercial banks and credit unions as we get further into this project.
Recently, during an interview with an official at Atlantic Bank, we were told they favored implementing measures to prevent merchants from setting a purchase minimum or charging a fee when customers pay with a debit or credit card, which violates agreements signed with international credit card companies. At the time, the official explained that they needed the other banks to be on board to push for a change. Today's central bank governor, Kareem Michael, told the media that the central bank and the Bankers Association are discussing those policies by certain merchants, which he calls abuse, and how best to stop the unethical practice.
This is something that we've been battling with for a few years. I have had personal experience where I have went to a grocer and I have purchased maybe $9 and there's a $15 minimum, and they refuse for me to pay with my debit card. And they would only accept cash. Recently, went to the same store, same under $15 purchase, and now they're slapping on a $1 charge to make me use my debit card. The Bankers Association and the central bank have been brainstorming, if you will, on how to address this issue. And we've had very good discussions on what solutions may look like, from the very blunt to something more equitable on both sides. What we hope is to find a solution for this in the very future. It is not necessarily that we want an entirely cashless society. But for the reasons which you've cited, there cannot be price disincentives for the vulnerable members of society. And this is not only about vulnerable members of society, but this is for everyone, to not participate in the formal financial sector. So this is one of a few issues that we want to address together with the Bankers Association and also even the credit unions, to see how we can stop this abuse from happening, because it is really and truly against our financial inclusion motives.
Another recent banking change that has not been popular with customers has been a new fee to withdraw funds via a teller, $3 at Atlantic Bank and $4 at Belize Bank. Today, Kareem Michael, the governor of the central bank, said he believes the move is to encourage customers to utilize the banking apps. He said it's another matter being discussed with the commercial banks.
Yeah, complicated again answer, very involved. You want people to realize that you can do transactions from your phone. All these banks are pushing their apps. Move money through your phone, and you can see how transaction volumes are rolling up, are going up, because brick and mortar places or bank offices are becoming a thing of the past. 5 years from now, central bank will be pursuing open banking objectives and all of that. So is the $3, $4 excessive? I agree with you completely. Like I said, it's an ongoing discussion, and we got to see where's the sweet spot.
Among the videos circulated about the National Bus Company was one showing multiple buses with NBC decals parked, reportedly out of service. The person who filmed the space said workers were on strike. Last week, the Ministry of Transportation said the video was old. Today, Transport CEO Chester Williams defended their claim.
Garage is closed today. Nobody can work today. Well, they can work, but then strike out. Only me, the Drea is still active. But close.
So it's also been said that the footage that was circulating, which you said was old, had the images of buses with the NBC logo on it.
Well, if the NBC acquired these buses, they become the property of the NBC. And so, while if the video is an old video indeed, but when NBC acquired them, they went and put the stickers on the buses because they belong to NBC. But those buses have been parked there for quite some time. It's like if you...
Old buses?
Yes, they are acquired. They are part of the NBC. They can be repaired. So there are people who try to create mischief for their own agenda. But at the end of the day, we cannot be distracted by those. We have to focus on what needs to be done and see how we can improve the industry. And that is exactly what the minister is trying to do.
Is there any truth to this report that some farmer employees of the previous companies that became a part of the NBC are disgruntled over severance?
I'm not aware of that, no. I know that the board of directors and the CEO of the company have been working diligently to make sure that those persons who need to be compensated from the private operators are compensated. Yes, it might take some time, but I know that the operators are committed in making sure that their farmer employees are compensated, and they're working on that.
In terms of ensuring that everything is going smoothly, what can you tell the commuting public who relies on the NBC?
To tell them that the government of Belize is committed in improving the transportation sector in Belize, the public transportation sector in Belize. We're not going to be perturbed by the noise in the corner, but rather use those noise as motivation to do what is right. The minister is determined, he's adamant in making sure that we get quality buses for our Belizean commuters, and with time, it will happen. It's just a matter of patience. Rome was not built in a day.
After the break, did NBC increase bus fares? Stay tuned.
Belize wakes up connected to opportunity. And across our country, the work to keep Belize connected continues. SMART continues expanding our network across the country, bringing stronger coverage to more communities. With recent service enhancements in areas at Blue Creek and Progresso, Belize City, Orange Walk, and more on the way. We're bringing education closer to home, empowering entrepreneurs to grow their businesses, supporting industries that drive our economy, and keeping families connected wherever life takes them. With every expansion, we are investing in the infrastructure that moves Belize forward. Because connection isn't just about signal, it's about opportunity, progress, and the future we are building together. SMART, bringing people together.
The success of my business means a lot to my family, especially my brother, because I'm continuing his legacy, making butterfly art collages. It was very hard for me to receive payments. I had to go directly to meet the person I'm purchasing from and who I'm selling to receive payment. Because I opened my business account with Atlantic Bank, now I can make and receive payments online, and this has made my job much easier.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
We have 1,055 students, and so all of those students were exempted from the payment of tuition this year. In terms of the uniforms, it's only for Form 1 students, so each student got 3 uniforms, 3 sets, and in addition to that, the ministry also paid for their physical education uniform.
My mother is a single mother, so at the time when I entered First Form, I wasn't the only one here because I also had an older brother, and it used to put a lot of stress on my mother. So when this program got implemented, my mother was relieved because now she doesn't have to worry about us all the time. Maybe in projects, but not in tuition.
I was about to come out from school because I was about to start working to help out my parents more. But after the program came to play, my parents lost that stress and I still continued school.
My parents don't have to stress out because they work jobs that don't pay as much as it should. But with the tuition, it really helps me and it really gives me the motivation to strive for something bigger.
The
this program is very important because everybody goes through things that they don't talk about, and some might be financial struggles.
It makes me feel good that the government is taking initiative in its students.
I know that the government is paying for this stuff. It pushes me to work harder because I know they have expectations for us.
Thank you very much. This has been a wonderful thing to many people. It gives them a lot of opportunities.
When the job calls, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. Strong, reliable, and built for the load. The Jack Freight Truck gets the job done. From the lumberyard to the work site, power your business with confidence. I can count on Jack to get the job done right.
The Social Security Board's new whistleblower reporting system makes it easy and confidential to speak up by reporting misuse of the Social Security services and benefits, including fraud, misconduct, false claims, and more. If you know of any unethical or illegal activity relating to SSB benefits, claims, or personnel, go to ssbspeakup.integrityline.com or use our toll-free hotline 0800-SPEAK-UP. 0800-773-2587. This confidential reporting system is a way for you to report concerns or incidents privately without fear of reprisal. Your submission is confidential and anonymous. The Social Security Board is committed to providing a secure, confidential medium for whistleblowing that promotes organizational accountability and enhances public confidence in our services.
The Ministry of Infrastructure Development and Housing hereby reminds the public of construction works being carried out for the expansion and rehabilitation of a portion of the Philip Wilson Highway from mile 8 to mile 24.5. Work is well underway. From mile 24.5 to the Lord's Bank Junction, upgrades will include hot mix, asphalt and concrete paving, wide shoulders on both sides of the road, a roundabout at the Borough Boom Junction, culvert installation, enlarged drains, the construction of bus shelters, road signs and marking, and properly designated junctions at the entrance of the Old Northern Highway, Maxborough, the HRC housing community, and Los Lagos. From Lord's Bank to the Vista Del Mar Junction, upgrades will include expansion to a 4-lane highway with hot mix, asphalt and concrete paving, wide shoulders, sidewalks and drains on both sides, roundabouts at the Lord's Bank Road, Mirage Road, Billiken Road, and Airport Road intersections, designated pedestrian crossings, culvert installation and the clearing of the canal, installation of bus shelters, and road signs and markings. Every effort will be made to execute the works in a manner that minimizes road user inconvenience. But all road users should expect and plan for travel delays within active construction zones. Please, drive safely. Do not speed. Do not drive under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do not drive recklessly. Please be courteous. Respect other road users. Adhere to the direction of traffic safety personnel and drive with due care and attention.
When representatives of the Belize Bus Association met with officials from the Ministry of Transportation, they complained that fares had increased on some national bus company runs, even though approval for any change must be obtained from the Transport Department. Today, Transport CEO Chester Williams explained what occurred.
That is not necessarily true. What happened, the Florida bus was one of the buses that was charging a higher rate even before NBC, and they were just continuing the same rate that they were charging before they taking over, before they became a part of NBC.
So that's been normalized, it's been reduced?
I know, yes, that the director of the company, the chair of the company, had issued directive for it to be brought in line with the ordinary buses, with the other buses.
A Belizean woman living in Florida has been convicted for naturalization fraud after a federal jury found that she used a fake Belizean divorce decree in her citizenship application. U.S. prosecutors say 46-year-old Ana Zahia Gonzalez of Winter Garden was found guilty in an Orlando federal court and now faces up to 10 years in prison. She also risks being stripped of her U.S. citizenship. Sentencing is set for July 13, 2026. Gonzalez was indicted in November 2025, according to evidence presented at trial. Gonzalez entered the U.S. on a visitor visa in 2006 and overstayed. 5 years later, she married an American citizen who, according to prosecutors, was unaware she was still legally married to a Belizean. She applied for naturalization in 2016. The case was investigated by Homeland Security Investigations under Operation Take Back America, a broader federal initiative targeting immigration-related offenses and transnational criminal activity. This week is being celebrated globally as Medical Laboratory Professionals Week. The theme for this year is Lab Story to Infinity and Beyond for Our Patients. The theme highlights how laboratory technologists and scientists often go above and beyond to ensure patients receive accurate results in a timely manner, no matter the hour of the day. We checked in with 2 second-year medical laboratory students enrolled at the University of Belize. Precious Martinez and Christian Vasquez explained why they chose to become laboratory scientists.
First of all, we would like to emphasize on this. We are not technicians, we are scientists. It's a profession where we're behind the scenes assisting with diagnosing and supporting the healthcare system. I decided to go into this field because I've always been fascinated with the thought of working somewhere in the medical field. And I was looking throughout my options and I came across medical laboratory.
Well, working in the medical field is one of the most aspired things. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to go into medical laboratory as well. And when it comes to patient interaction, I would want to say that I am in some way introverted. So dealing with patients on a limited level, I would want to say is really good in my case. And finally, there are many opportunities to continue our education in medical laboratory. So you could even end up being doctors of some sort.
Precious and Christian shared what is taking place at UB this week for MedLab Week, and clinical instructor and internship supervisor Fiona Nunes joins them to wish laboratory professionals in Belize a happy MedLab Week.
Our purpose of MedLab Week is to be creating awareness to the community about who we are and what our profession is. And for MedLab Week, we have a majority of activities that we will be doing, such as today. We're doing the marketing, so we're creating awareness to the community of who we are and what we do. Next Tuesday, we're having the educational session, which we invite the high schoolers to come and learn about MedLab. And then we have Wednesday, which will be our expo, or we call it our mini fair, where we will have booths explaining on the departments of the lab. We will have free testings. Thursday, we will have our lab tournament, where we will have our fun day, where the MedLab students will be having like different activities like slide reading or pipetting. And then Friday, we have our rest day.
We just want the public to know that we exist, even though there's minimal interaction with us, which is really good. We are behind the scenes working and trying to, running the tests and doing all the lab work for their results.
For the senior heads, the ones that are already in the job field, I would want to say thank you, and we appreciate you for the hard work you do on a day-to-day basis. Continue being and succeeding in the things you do, and happy Mid-Lab Week.
Lab Week, thank you for working behind the scenes. You're doing a great job. We're helping and saving lives.
And police on Monday arrested and charged 18-year-old James Saldano in connection with a shooting that occurred in early March on Plough Street in Belize City. He was charged with attempted murder, use of deadly means of harm, and grievous harm. The charges stem from a shooting on March 5 around 11:30 p.m. that resulted in 26-year-old Terrell Andrewen sustaining multiple gunshot wounds. Andrewen reported that he was sitting inside a parked Hyundai sedan when a vehicle pulled up alongside him and a passenger pulled out a firearm and opened fire in his direction. And with that, we've come to the end of our newscast. The repeats can be viewed on the station later tonight at 9 and again tomorrow at midday. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of the news. And remember, you can always catch up with the day's top stories on our YouTube channel and Facebook page under XTV Belize. And you can watch the evening news live on our XTV BHNI app. I am Drea Espinosa. Have a safe and enjoyable evening.